Hey, Mark.
Hey, Paul.
What are you doing?
Trying to absorb the moral and teachings of this issue. Basically, don't rob convenience stores because karma will get you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say don't rob convenience stores on an empty stomach.
Either way.
Either way, we're going to talk about it right after this. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you're alerted whenever we upload new content, and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you thought of Absolute Flash number 7, which is this week's sole Absolute book this week. So we have Absolute Flash, The Trial of the Flash, part 3 of 3. Is it me, or did you, when I was looking at this, I was trying to see, like, is this like some writing here? Like, that is he like, you know, is he like, is his trail like doing some sort of
the red trail?
communicating somehow?
Like some hieroglyphics or something. That's something. So that's what I've been questioning from this whole time, like the way that the speed is represented. Like, do we even know if he's actually running faster? You can't tell from the lines. The lines don't do it for me.
Right. But we start basically with Wally and Grodd, who are trying to determine what's happening now. There is a thunder and a bolt of lightning that scares Grodd. And
there's a big storm brewing in Missouri.
Exactly. Batten down the hatches.
Yeah, so they're hitting up a convenience store to get some dryness, and he also feels weak. He's hungry, and he walks by, and it's important to point out he walks by, and his reflection is beside him, and his reflection stops and looks at him and makes this evil face at him. So I don't know if that was meant just to be symbolic or if there's actually something happening here. But he goes into this convenience store without money.
I took that to mean Mirror Master somehow.
It could be.
That was me.
Yeah, it could be. But he goes in this convenience store and asks the lady if, hey, can I borrow some food? I ain't got no money. I'm really hungry. And she's like, no money, no food. He's like, sorry about what's about to happen. And he uses his super speed to not take what he needs, but take a ton of food. I mean, he's completely loaded up. And I noticed that. I don't know why that bothered me. But he's completely loaded up, and he just faints and falls out in the store because he was too weak.
Right.
That's what you get, Wally.
Go to Fort Fox, Colorado, where we find
Project Olympus.
Ron, and if you recall, at the end of the last issue, they kidnapped Wally West's father, and she seems like she's pretty much done with him, and she's gonna basically kill him. But we get a little scene with something that we saw at one point in an earlier issue, but now we see a little bit more closely, and we're not really told what it is, other than it's apparently God.
Yeah. It was the alien. Remember, he went into the room that he was locked out of. We saw like what looked like a flying saucer, some tubes with some alien species in it. They're right next to that species, and she's kind of pointing out, beating around the bush, that it's something that we've been studying that we didn't find. It found us. That she refers to as God. So it looks like some Area 51 twining of history potentially, which I'm here for. But while that's happening, 50 miles west in Missouri, we see a flying convoy coming with all the rogues flying through this massive storm, talking about the storm like, hey, can we fly through this? Is it safe? And Captain Boomerang saying, hey, I got this. So the rogues are on the way. They're looking for young Wally and Grodd, and they have ping on where he is because the tracker that's in Grodd. So they're flying into the storm to get the Scarlet Speedster.
Correct. Wally is in a prison cell. Can't do anything because he still has a need and has absolutely no ability to do anything. He calls out to Grodd, but they go through his backpack and they find his flash suit. But
no Grodd.
And just as he calls Grodd, he suddenly hears something that happens outside, and the wall basically explodes.
When in walks Golden Glider and the Trickster to break him out of jail. And Trickster picks up his costume. They punch out the guard. They let him out. Captain Cold does a little bit of freeze gun action. Golden Glider does a karate kick action. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, you should put your costume on. I don't understand why. I don't understand what benefit it is for them to have him put on his costume. But she hands it to him and he puts it on. Weird. I guess he changed in front of him. I don't know.
Yeah. Kids have no morals, and I mean,
Why would they have him put his suit on? What reason narratively does he need this suit on in that moment? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
And they give him a single protein bar.
Yeah, it's because it's all she had, because the trickster was not a buffet. But as they're trying to get to the transport, they're talking about is this the point where they said, oh yeah, at this point where Captain Cold gave him the offer?
Yes, exactly. No, that's at the very end, I believe.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're getting ready to go back, and the storm's getting worse. Wind spiraling, speeding around. They say that we're not going to worry about Grodd. We got you. We'll go. We'll deal with that later. Not deal with it at all. And Flash said, "Nope, I'm going to save my friend." Mm-hmm. And he takes off, and he runs into the storm, yelling for Grodd.
And he gets hit by a bolt of lightning, knocked to the ground. Grodd is there, and then we see our first we see our first depiction of Weather Wizard.
Yeah. So he was one of the ones that broke out, I guess, that we had that tease a few issues back on the last page where it gave us a list of little holding chambers with no characters in them, but it had the names of all these other Flash characters. Weather Wizard being one of them. And here he is looking like a mixture of Zeus and a hobo.
Right. And he's basically saying, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Wally tries to talk to him, says, you don't understand. Barry Allen and he's like, Barry Allen's the one who created me. He did this to me.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his staff, banging it on the ground, screaming, "You shall not pass."
Right. Exactly. He hits Wally again with another bolt of lightning, and then suddenly Wally determines that, hey, you know what? Not only will food juice me up, but so will a couple of lightning bolts, apparently.
Yeah. So he focused in. He took in the lightning, and he was all juiced up. He's like, you know what? I'm suddenly not hungry anymore. And he went and he gave him the KFC 3-piece to the jaw. Pat, pat, pat.
Exactly.
And Weather Wizard was down with that nice little splash page there. And as soon as he knocks him out, the storm fades. You got sunny skies. And that's when he catches back up with the Rogues, Grodd in tow.
Right. And Wally says, I'm not going back. And that's when Captain Cold says to him, you know what? We're not going back either.
Neither are we, homie.
Yeah, exactly. And so
we are the weapons now. Exactly. We can do whatever we want. We can take whatever we want. How about it, kid? Want to go rogue?
Yeah. So.
And he smiles. And Wally smiles to that. Like, hey.
Will Wally West become the newest rogue?
He said, he was thinking, I've never been a bad person, but you asked me to be, so I will now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quick issue to get through. It was fun. It was quick, but it was really good. And Travis Moore did the art, not Nick Robles. So, but I can't wait to read the Absolute Evil, because that's the one where I think we're going to see. Well, that's the one where we're guaranteed to see Absolute Hawkman, and we're going to see some of the probably the Mirror Master again. I think we're supposed to see that again, and that comes out in just a week or two.
No, nice. We have Absolute Zatanna in the next issue of Wonder Woman.
Yes, yep. And they just solicited the first issues in December, and it is Absolute Wonder Woman is where the Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman crossover starts.
Okay, so that'll be this year.
Yeah, exactly. Starts in December. So into Wonder Woman and Batman, and then we'll go from there. And they showed the first good look at Absolute Joker. Did you see that?
I did. He looks like the Lizard.
He does, kind of. Yeah.
If you left him under the heat lamp for too long.
Exactly. But we're promised to get him. I mean, we saw him at the very end of issue number 1, and then we've seen him sporadically, just kind of in the shadows and things like that. And he's been mentioned, but we haven't actually seen him full on. But that's coming up as well, so looking forward to that. But yeah, another great issue, I think, of Absolute Flash. Looking forward to where all of these things go next, and we'll be right here to tell you exactly where they go. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget the notification bell. Don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know how you're enjoying Absolute Flash and all the Absolute titles. But that's going to be it for this edition of DC Comics Deep Dive. I am Paul. He is Mark.
We are Legion.
And you're now leaving Sector 2815.